Hello, Battleborn. Today we're going to talk about a little tank build I use on big guys. Now you have noticed I brought you in here late in the game. I just did a little bot match. We're not trying to win the match, we're just trying to use a demo. Got Montana up to rank 8. I haven't picked any of his helixes or his gear, but this is the gear that we're going to be looking at. The first one is Modernista, which is nice because it has a chance to reflect damage back in your attacker. Well, if you have a 20% damage reflection, that's pretty much 20% damage mitigation when it comes to bullets. And he's such a huge target that he always gets hit, so that's pretty amazing. So we're going to put that one on there. But I'm going to show you how much damage I can take before we do that to see if it actually works. Next one's the Emergency Medic, which gives us health and health on whenever it gets CC'd, which is really nice, and also a damage reduction on that. And then Bliss Beast Skull Plate, which is pure damage reduction, another health per second, and if I take a damage past a certain point on my character, it'll actually reduce it. So let's go ahead and take some damage. These guys killed the thralls. I was going to take some damage really fast from those thralls, but it's okay. Well, let's actually go ahead and do our helix then while we wait. I already picked the first one as Weatherand because we just get the accuracy. The dash distance is really nice, but I'm just going to go ahead and take the accuracy. We have a couple bots here. They're really not that smart, so, 3 kills. I'm going to go ahead and take the Lumberjack Blast for the second one. That just increases the damage distance and knocks them back. So that's nice to be able to push everybody against walls and objects and get them stunned. For this time, I'm just going to go to the health, just so we can sit here and talk and take some damage. I'm going to go with Hailstorm, so we don't have to worry about interruption, trying to calculate fireside damage into the middle of everything. For this one, yeah, I don't want to do any. I'll do accuracy just so we don't have interruption from other stuff. Hello, Toby. Let's get rid of him real quick here. So it's neat. What you'll find is interesting about this build, this loadout with the tank stuff, is that regen on a tank is great because they already have a damage mitigation as part of their character loadout. So tanks such as Atticus, Montana, the big guys, those guys already have a damage reduction. They already have a huge health pool. So when you add more damage mitigation to them, you're going to have a lot of sustainability because they're huge. You can always hit them. They're not like a Melka or a Thorn jumping around. You just can't hit them. These guys, you shoot at them. They're pretty easy to hit. I mean, in the words of Kid Ultra, let everybody target Cleese. It's really not that hard, right? So we're gonna do this. We're gonna also let's go Endurance of Hailstorm because I want to make this an entirely tanky build. We're gonna go ahead and do Too Big to Fail in this one just to get out of there if we need to, and the wonderful damage reduction in the middle. And this one's shooting me. All right, take some damage. Let's bump this guy against the wall. As soon as he lands, pow. And finish him off like a Montana style. There we go, done. Okay, so you heard me? Okay, we have taken damage, so now we have a lot of health damage, right? So these guys won't actually shoot back, so it's kind of irrelevant. If I was attacking them to try and flip it, they would have shot back. So let's go ahead and take some damage here. We're at 1170. Let's prompt something. Come on, shoot at me. Okay. So you can see we're going down pretty far, right? We might actually die, but that's fine. We're taking some damage from some guys. So I'm now going to put Modernista, and let's see that reflection come back. Let's see if with our bots in there, it's hard to see us, but and our health. Let's go ahead and get our health going too. There we go. So now we have damage reduction here. And you'll notice that icon around us. See that yellow? Sorry. That's not what I'm looking at. Whenever people use our skills, you notice that there's a lot of times effects that have to wrap around it, right? So you know we have a shield because of the colorization. Yeah, we know that we were in Manformation because of the gold glow. Alright, I'm actually going to use this to escape. I don't really need to be fighting these guys right now. So a lot of times the visuals in this game are really, really nice because they'll show us a lot of what we've got going for us before we even, I mean, not having to look into the menu or wondering, right? So from here, because we're past our 75%, or if we break that 75% threshold, the burst release activates. But otherwise, we're in emergency automatic. So I almost want the thumper to hit me, just so that I have a slow on me, right? So get that slow on me. Watch the number down at the bottom left. If you get to see I'm slow, it's a CC, and it affects my health per second. Watch, see if it's 21. And then I'll get hit by a thumper slow, or once it gets to me. There, it goes to 31. So 31 health. So I'm getting a bonus, right? So you can tell that's Bliss Beast kicking in. I didn't get my health past the 75% mark, so you wouldn't see. I'm sorry, not Bliss Beast. That's automatic kicking in. I didn't get my health past the 75% to get the Bliss Beast kicking in. So let's try and see if we can. Maybe we should just base back and do that. So you really want that to show you how that kicks in. Because when you engage, you're usually trying to engage with your full health. And if someone's bringing you down, especially if you're Montana at some tank, you just want to slow the first half of the damage accumulation down. Because you know that once you get past, let's say, 50% health, you're going to want to try and turn and get out of there. Healer's already after you, or whatever. That's the first half of your health pool that you're really trying to make it really awkward for somebody to go after, right? So let's watch that kick in once I take some damage. Keep some minions. There, it kicks in with slow, which is the automatic. Keep these guys around. Oops. Didn't quite see all 5 of them are there. That's nice. With Transformation, that took a lot of damage, but it had all 5 of them shooting at me, so that's actually quite interesting. Taking off basically the blunt of it, that whole entire wave, and I lasted probably longer than most other characters, mainly because the damage we're shooting back, like I don't even think I hit Benedict Toby very much, but his shots may have reflected, right? He was down to 7 and 8 health. That Modernista probably did a lot more for us than the other 2 items combined because of the mitigation of damage, right? So each bullet having a 1 in 5 chance to reflect back. So I just want to show you this loadout because this is pretty interesting for me. Coming from a tank, especially a ranged tank like Montana, where he's staying back there, you're pretty much not worrying about melee, because even if a melee comes after you, you can blast him into the wall and start mowing him down. So let's just go after that sentry and see what happens, because I want to see a sentry blast get knocked back at his face. You know, something like that. Just so you can see it actually bouncing back. Now I have played Isaac with damage reflection and have blasted back a Bindlebane right at a Marquis, which was pretty much fatal. But I would like to see that on a Montana. It's just not expected, which gives you a good advantage, right? So that's that type of thing really shakes people up when they realize that the gear has actually changed the way that the character is being played, right? So, like, you don't shoot at an Isaac whenever he has an orange shield, because you know he's reflecting your damage, right? But you do shoot at a Montana, and you usually don't think about it. Okay, these guys are going to hold the line while these 2, when they push in, they'll just clear the wave, and so I can get up there to the sentry, ride them all the way up. But you don't usually think of a Montana thing. I mean, he has Transformation on there. If he gets to level 10, he has Transformation, the instant payback. That's giving that's giving it reflect back, right? So maybe I should have taken damage reflect and that, so I could have reflect damage while I am in man's formation. 20% chance plus whatever comes from that, which is probably more like 35%. The skill-based reflect damages are what seem to be more like 35%. Because I can tell, because if you look at, say, who is reflect? Galley, right? So Galley has, I don't know why, dumb bot, got stuck, toe stuck. I'm sorry though, man. You look at Galilea, she has an ability to either get 18% damage bonus on her a great shield without a great sword without a shield, or on a 35% reflect damage, right? So, reflect that chance. Well, I think that's about standard across all this stuff. So here we go. Let's see how much damage we don't take. We're at full, or 75. Watch it go down, or 25. Watch the health as soon as we drop past the 75 point. Health for a second. I'm gonna go ice burn. That was pretty long. I was just watching my health part. Cool. Taking all that damage that long from a sentry and a stun shock turret. That's why I'm just saying, so tanky. I didn't want to turn around and run. I really was just wanting to see how long it takes to just drain out a health. So I think that's going to be it for the video. This is an interesting load. See how wonderfully smart these bots are. Oh, this is just amazing. Just brilliant. Oh yeah. You got it. Yeah. All right. Later.